Hi there, Scorpio. How are you guys doing? I really hope that this video finds you well. Welcome back to the channel. It's me, Anisa, from the Inner Stereo. This is going to be your love general messages as a general reading, so the roles might get reversed or it may or may not resonate with you. And if this reading resonates with you, there's going to be a link down in the description box below for a personal reading with me. So in this reading, Scorpio, it's going to be a universe system format. I'm going to be pulling a card about who is it that we're going to be talking about today and what their current energy is like, your challenges, past, present, future from both parties, and we're going to clarify them. And I'm also going to be pulling some advice card for you by the end of the session, okay? Nice. Nice one. There is no denying. So, okay, if you're here wondering, how does this person feels about me, Anisa, the first card that popped out, which actually brings a smile into my face, is the Ace of Cups. It's weird for me to pull this card first. Okay, so, and also the Page of Cups. But right next to it, you have the Ten of Swords. So I feel that we're going to be talking here about somebody whom you've had a history with, or whom you've had a history of pain with. Okay, it's not going to be a new person. In the future, maybe there's going to be a new person, but in this present moment, it's not really, because we're going to be talking about somebody here whom you've had a history with. Okay, this person's card energy, they have the Ace of Cups, the Ten of Swords, and also the Page of Cups in that proposition. There is something here about pain of you trying to put your foot down. And I understand where you're coming from, especially with the Emperor card right here, is that I feel that you're trying to instill, or you're trying to establish some sort of security and stability within this connection, because in the past, you there with the Hangman and also the Five of Pentacles, you've always felt disappointed, you've always felt either rejected or abandoned, or you always felt unheard. And you've been trying to be very patient for some times here with the Hangman, quite a while. And it leads to nowhere. It just leads to more pain. It just leads to more disappointment. It leads to you feeling more upset. That's why I feel that in this present moment, there's like a major shift of energy coming from you with the Emperor here and a Six of Swords, of you just slowly wanted to move to calmer water and just slowly wanting to establish some sort of security and stability within you. If you want it, you can have it, but it's going to have to be this way. So this is you putting your foot down. Them in the past, Scorpio, they have the King of Wands and also the Two of Swords. I feel that in this relationship, even in the past, it was always about them. It was always about what they desire, what they want, their passion. They do whatever they want. And you've always been, again, the Hangman, always been very, very patient, always been trying to be understanding, always wanting to see from the other person's perspective, always wanting to compromise. But it almost seems to me as if like this person doesn't really recognize your pain, doesn't really recognize this, the things that I've done towards Scorpio has caused Scorpio some pain. And what is it that I could do about it? What are the action plan that I could actually do about it? It feels to me as if like this person in the past was not aware or decided to not look or to not empathize with you. Now, in this present moment, they have the Knight of Wands and also the Empress as a very attracting type of card. Them wanting to, or craving, I would say, to get some bit of your love, because it usually made them feel so good. So this person is going to be doing certain type of thing, again, because this is a general reading, so I'm not going to give you a very specific example, but just doing some sort of type of things in order to attract you. So it's more like I'm not going to chase, I'm just going to be attracting Scorpio to do something about it. I'm going to remind Scorpio that they need me. I need Scorpio to do something towards me. I need their validation. I need their security. I need them to say something or do something when it comes to this connection, because them in this present moment is still very much confident and optimistic that this is going to work. I'm still very confident. I'm still very excited, to be with Scorpio, to have something with Scorpio, but that excitement doesn't turn into them doing something, but instead it turns them into, I'm just going to wait for Scorpio to do something because Scorpio is supposed to be doing something towards me. Now, in the future, they have the Queen of Wands and also the Ten of Cups. From your side, you have the Five of Swords and also the Ten of Pentacles in that proposition. I feel that in the future, you guys are very clear on what you want. You no longer want to have, well, emotional connection is good, right? 10 of Cups is good because it's a relationship that does fulfill both parties, you and the other person. But what you want here is a 10 of Pentacles, a promise of forever, something that is practical, something that is tangible. I don't want just a relationship where we're just going to be spending some time, spending some quality times and everything like that. No, I want something real. I want something that is practical. And that is something that you would like. And no matter how they're trying to push this 10 of Cups towards you, I feel that you're going to be rejecting it because you feel that you deserve this, the 10 of Pentacles. Let's clarify them. Let's get into your reading, Scorpio, and let's start clarifying them, okay? So I want to clarify that Knight of Wands. This push and pull between the both of you is interesting. Why am I saying that? Is because, from one place, from your side, you're trying to establish something here. You're trying to establish, again, some sort of security, boundaries, rules, disciplines, whatever that may be, right? But if it doesn't affect them, that makes you wonder, why is the way that I'm doing things not affecting them to change? And every time they start to give this energy or trying to give this persona that, you know what, I am going to take it with a grain of salt. I'm going to see where this goes. I'm just going to be chill about it. I'm going to be patient about it and everything like that. You get to be stressing out about it. Let's clarify the Empress from their side first. Let's clarify the Six of Swords. If you truly want to establish your boundaries, Scorpio, you don't need to wait for the other person's reactions. What is it that you're trying to do? Are you trying to do something in order for them to change, in order for them to act on something? This Emperor has to be very genuine for your own sake, for your own security, for your own stability. It cannot be used as a way to make someone do something, because I see you here, right? It's not effective. It's just not. Both of you knows what is the problem of the connection and what needs to be done. It's not like they're oblivious to it. They know. But they lack a bit of a skills in order to address it, to untangle the wires of this connection. Let's clarify the Emperor, because if that's what's so, right? When you're trying to establish something like a position or boundaries or, I don't know, disciplines, whatever that may be, and then you want them to react on it, or you use that as a way to get them to do something. When they don't do that, it just disrupts your focus on your whole life. You're not going to be achieving the thing that you are wanting to achieve. Let's clarify the Emperor. I see where you're going. I see what you want to do. Emperor, Chariot, the Star card. You want to focus on you. You want to focus on your own sense of security and stability. You want to focus on your own wish fulfillment. Do that for you, not to get someone to do something. Do that for you, not as a way for, I don't know, to manipulate some sort of result coming out from this person. Because when you're expecting it from the other person, it's going to disrupt the focus that you have towards what you want to achieve. This is not me being mean or anything like that, because I know what you want. I know what you want for you. I know what you want for your life. Do that for you, not so that you could show the other person, not so that you could get them to do something. No, do that for you. Do that for your own sake. Do that for your own good. Don't disrupt this focus, okay? For some of you this week too, you would feel a bit lifted, as if like there's going to be something in the horizon for me that is good. It could either be about money, it could be either about romantic partnership, or it could be about anything, but you just know, I feel good. I know something is going to happen for me that is good. Keep that energy, okay? Stop this thing. Stop trying to see their reaction, trying to observe, trying to wait, trying to expect. Stop it. It's not going to do you any good. Should change happens, let it be naturally. Okay, let's clarify the Queen of Wands from their side in the future. There you go. This person has caused you a lot of hurt, right? They have caused you a lot of hurt. So this is why I said, if you want to focus on you, do it for you, not because you're trying to show or trying to get someone to do something towards you. Because when your energy is pure, when your energy is genuinely wanting to focus on the greater good, or wanting to focus on the good of you, this is what happens. A healing coming from you, not caring. You able to sleep and rest well. You able to understand what this pain is all about. You no longer caring. You no longer reacting on the little things that this person is doing. You thinking that, oh, really, do I really want that? Do I really want to go back to that place? Do I really want to go back to the energy that they put me through? When you're being genuine, that's where you're going, okay? So when you're in that energy of being, annoyed by the fact that, oh, I don't want to live through that again. I deserve something better. I deserve protection from me. I deserve security and stability for me. That's when we see this person going to walk away or emotionally distance themselves from the thing that they know is no longer fulfilling for them. So again, this is a general reading, so I'm going to give you a very general example. Let's say, for instance, you have a bit of a problem of them drinking, right? Their addiction is because they're emotionally attached to it. Knowing that you've changed so much that you're focusing on you and they're about to lose you, not because you want them to, but because you're genuinely being that way, they're going to freak out and they're going to be like, okay, you know what? I am going to emotionally distance myself from drinking in order for me to be with Scorpio. Or if we're talking here about a third party situation where the person that you're dealing with is, in a relationship with someone else, what they're going to be doing is like, okay, I am going to emotionally distance myself from the things that I find not emotionally so fulfilling for me, and I'm going to pursue Scorpio. But again, it has to be genuine. The intention has to be genuine. I want for the betterment of me. I want for the good of me, not because I want them to do something. Okay? Is the intention and the focus, okay? Okay, let's clarify the Ten of Cups from their side in the future. Let's clarify the Ten of Pentacles. Scorpio. I know, old habits die hard. I know that it's very hard to control how we react to a certain type of stuff, how to discipline our minds to focus on things that we need instead of what we want. You want this person. I get it. Okay, I get it. But we'll have to see how the reading looks like in the next week. But from what I can tell here, it's more about, okay, I want to do something towards Scorpio, But the thing is that you give in too easily, you know? Just a mere ace of wands, just a mere high, just a mere nice gestures, just a mere amazing sex could get your world to be, oh my God, what am I gonna do with it? So that's why I said from the very beginning in the present energy, that intention has to be genuine for the betterment of you. Because if that's not really genuine, then again, just a mere ace of wands, a mere, I don't know, maybe breadcrumbs, it gets you to be like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? If that were to happen, it gives them like, oh, I just need to do that. I just need to do an ace of wands. I just need to say hi. I just need to give Scorpio an amazing sex. I just need to breadcrumb Scorpio. Then I get what I want from Scorpio again. You dictate how they treat you. Okay? You get to dictate, Scorpio. So now let's pull some advice card for you here, Scorpio. By the way, if you're single and ready to mingle, I feel that there's going to be a new person coming in towards you in the future. It's going to be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. You would just love to hear from this person, though. This person is going to be very attached to you really, really quick. But for you, you're going to be focusing on your long-term goal instead. Now that gets me to thinking, like, how can you be in that energy with a new person and you can't be in that energy with the past person? Let's pull some advice card for you here, Scorpio. Ooh. Four of Swords, Four of Cups, and the Seven of Wands. Okay. This is the After Tarot deck, so it's going to be very different than the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot. But what is it that you can do right now here, Scorpio, is you have the Four of Swords. I feel that you need to start forgiving yourself. I think what you need to do is that you need to start appreciating yourself. Treat yourself, respect yourself with like a lot of self-love. Thank yourself for being so strong, for being so brave, for being so courageous, for being so loving. I think you haven't been that kind towards yourself that much these days. I feel that you need to start being kinder with yourself. Say thank you for being so strong for me. Thank you for carrying on. And start treating yourself with like a lot of restful sleep, a lot of good nutrition, a lot of things that makes you happy. And when it doesn't make you happy or it feels like a same old, try to reject it. Protect your need for self-love, protect your emotional needs, your emotional peace, your mental peace as well at all costs. Put yourself first here. There's a reason why in the airplane, we are being advised to put on the mask ourselves first before we help our children, is because at the end of it, you need to put yourself first. And I think you haven't been doing that for a long time. Okay, if there is somebody who's going to be complaining of the fact that you are taking care of yourself more, defend yourself at all costs. You haven't been doing that for a while. Okay, so I think that is it for my reading for you here, Scorpio. I hope that you find tons and tons of clarity that you've been looking for, and I look forward to seeing you guys next week for another weekly reading. All right, bye-bye guys. Have a great day. I love you.